Hello, so welcome to this video. So we're going to be doing something that you haven't actually seen before. Although it sounds a bit familiar, but it's not something you've done before. At least I'm 70% sure you haven't seen this before, right? So this is basically what so many pro traders do when they are trading to be able to make money, right? So I understand that you probably have tried trading and you have made quite a lot of losses, and you want to know how to mitigate these loss and stop losing out on your trade. Now we're currently on BTC USDT, and this is crypto. It's also true if you're doing Forex as well, but crypto is not yet that old and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna be using this to know exactly how this works. So we're gonna be using a board to demonstrate to you the strategy or the ideology behind it. Then we'll come back and take a look at the strategy. Okay, so the ideology is very simple. I'm sure you've heard of this ideology, right? Which is uptrend and downtrend, right? So when the market is going upwards, it gives you higher high, higher low, higher high. Forgive my drawing actually. And when it's going downwards, it gives you the opposite of that, right? So this gives you uptrend and this gives you downtrend. You're obviously supposed to trade with the trend. It's always advised not to ever go against the trend anytime you are trading, right? So this is basically what you're gonna apply in this strategy to know exactly how this works. Now, before we continue, take a brief moment of your time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's not gonna take you any finances to do so. It's not gonna take you up to 1 minute to do that. All right. Subscribe to the channel, toggle on the bell notification icon so that every single time I drop new videos, you get to be able to get notified, and also give this video a thumbs up. Right. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So go ahead and open up your TradingView account. If you don't have one, quickly go ahead and create one. It's completely free to do, and it's also not going to take you up to 5 minutes to create an account. Okay. So once you've done that, come to your BTC USDT. We're currently on the 15-minute time frame, but it doesn't really matter, right? Now, what we're gonna do is to figure out exactly what BTC has been doing. We all know that BTC started at a very low price, and it's currently at $115,000. Now, BTC over the past few days has been speculated to actually do a lot of profits, and unfortunately, it has been retracing a bit over those period of time, right? I think maybe some big guys are closing out on profit, but regardless, that opportunity, that particular market is still possibly going to move, right? But that's not what we are here to talk about regardless. So what I want you to do once you've come to this particular place right now is to go to your this time frame. So whenever you come to your chart, there's something like this, right? Go ahead and click on that. Once you click on that, and it's going to bring you like this, I want you to go to the highest, right? So we're going to be taking this to 12 months of BTC activity, right? Now I'm going to reduce this to show you exactly what is going on, right? So this is the whole lifespan of BTC in TradingView, right? BTC was a time where it was actually less than 8,000, but its lifespan started at 4,000 in TradingView. If you actually take a proper look at this, at 2,977, probably around that 4,000, you can see that over here. So, right. So that's basically where the lifespan started in TradingView, regardless. So now you've seen this over here. I want you to continue increasing this small, right? You do this for any cryptocurrency you want to trade using this method, right? Go to 6 months, right? And you see what's going on in 6 months, all right? Go ahead and increase it again from 6 months to 3 months. And you notice something. You remember the uptrend and downtrend we drew before, right? It started making sense to you, right? Because now you started seeing the pattern forming. You started seeing higher highs, higher lows, right? Go ahead and increase it more again from 3 months to 1 month. And you can see it keeps on forming consistently, right? Keeps on forming. You go ahead and increase it again from 1 month to 1 week. Now let's go back to 1 month before we go to this 1 week or 1 week, right? Now, if you take a proper look at this over here, you can see that this is actually a low right here. This is a low right here. This is a high, and this is another high, right? Now, if there is anything we know about markets like this, it's that it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it what? Has to come down. So this shows us already that we have a plan for this market. We are not really trying to trade against the market. Remember, this is 1 month. So every single candle you're seeing over here is 1 full month. Okay? So already we have the previous month has already started signaling that the market is potentially going to go down, which is this previous red candle. We are still in this month, so anything can still happen right here. Okay? So it's already signaling that there's a potential of this market going down, or there is not, right? But regardless, judging by the higher highs and higher low methods, we already know that there is a very big chance of market retracing to somewhere like this, a level like this. There's a very high chance of that happening, right? So this gives us the opportunity. Let's jump all this, right, and come to 15 minutes. That's basically where I trade. You can go to your own personal trading time frame if you have one, right? So now we've already known that there is a potential of the market coming down to a particular level. Now you can actually mark this out, so you'll be able to know exactly where you were. So that was 1 month, right? So let's go ahead and take out our horizontal line and mark it out at this place. Potential. You can also write it potential market retest or something like that. Now if you look closely, like I said, the market has already tested this point once. It tested it once, right? Making it a very high possibility or high chance that the market is probably going to come back to test that place again, right? It basically just touched it and ran off. So there's a very big possibility that it's going to come back again to actually consolidate, that area, because there's quite a lot of markets, going on over there, right? So let's go ahead and go to the 15 minutes once again. If you're using 1 hour, you can go to 1 hour. If you're using whatever you're using, you can go over there. So basically, the reason why you marked out this blue line right here, let me reduce this. So the reason why you marked out this particular blue line right here is because you want to know where to actually stop using or following downtrend right now when you want to trade. Okay, so this particular market setup right now, as you're looking at it right now, the best trade for you to go along with, right, or let's say the best setup that is for you to go along with is the downtrend. Now, mind you, I'm not saying enter downtrend and take your profits here. Nope. That's going to be a very big mistake, right? Don't do that, okay? So basically, the only thing that you should do is, if the market forms using your trading strategy, if it formulates to give you, oh, this market is potentially going down, then you should probably go ahead and trade to the downward direction with high hope or high confidence that it will give you profits. Now, some people do take 2:1 risk to reward ratio. I'm not really talking about a specific trading idea right here, or I'm obviously talking about an idea, but not how to put it. Some people trade with different trading methods, right? I'm not talking about that right here. I'm just talking about this particular idea of knowing the particular direction to put more interest into, right? So the truth is that currently right now, the 1 month, this particular month is actually fighting against the previous month progress to the downward direction, which is this particular candle you're seeing over here, this particular green candle. But like I said, the month is not over, right? So if by the end of this month it actually goes ahead and sweeps this whole thing upwards, then perhaps the best thing to do is to start looking for upward trades, right? But as long as that has not happened yet, the best thing to do right now is to start looking for downward trades. Mind you, this does not mean that you will not be able to lose money, maybe from time to time. But if you are supposed to lose 60% of your trades, this should at least reduce it to about you losing about 40% of the trades. Okay, so this should at least reduce it very, very much, so you can be able to make profit easily when you're trading. So that's basically how this works. And actually the market has already started respecting this, but I personally think that this is due to market reaction from the last month's movement, as you can see in that one month candle, right? So the next question now we should be asking ourselves as a person, if personally for me, right, if I want to trade this particular strategy right now, the next question I should be asking myself is, where is the next place to go short or to expect a market to go short, right? Like I said, I'm not trading in 1 month, obviously, I'm trading in 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm just using that 1 month to know the direction I should put priority over to the other one. So this is a low for me, right? I'm going to put this over here. So if the market comes ahead and comes to this point where I put my horizontal line and reacts over here, aiming to go down, then I'll go down with it. Okay, that is one, right? So some other people might have been able to, catch this trade before, but unfortunately I didn't catch it. Okay, but this is basically how to find this type of trades, whether you're trading with candlestick patterns, whether you're trading with market structure, whether you're trading with liquidity, or whatever you're trading with. At least this gives you a sense of priority, the market to prioritize when you're trading, or the direction to prioritize, whether you're prioritizing uptrend or downtrend. Because like I showed you in the 1 month time frame, whatever goes up must come down, and whatever comes down must go up. So just like I showed you right now, if peradventure at the end of the day this thing happens and the market actually finds its way down to this spot, right, then you should start expecting to start going up, right? Unfortunately, I can't say that you have to wait for a whole month. If you have the patience to do that, that's cool. But if you don't have, then that's also cool, right? So for example, a person who is trading with this strategy over that I just showed you right here would have started looking for downtrends over here when the market came after this particular red candle, over this particular one. They would have started looking for downward trades. Okay, now mind you, the fact that this 1 month ended in green does not mean that a person who has been looking for sell trades in this 1 month is not making profits. Because remember, this is 1 month. Again, I'm saying it again, this is 1 month. This is not 1 day. This is not 15 minutes, right? So before 1 month candle will form, thousands and millions of trades would have gone through it, right? Same thing going here, right here. You can see right now that we have a candle right here that is forming over here in this current month, which is this particular one. But if you look in the 15 minutes time frame, there has been quite a lot of trades going on in this particular month alone, right? So that's basically how this works, right? Yeah, so so that's basically it. Actually, you can do this in XRP, you can do this in other cryptocurrencies as well, and try it out and see how it works, whether you're trying it out with demo accounts or not. But regardless, trading is risky, and obviously this is not a financial